Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being interviewed. So tell me about yourself. What is it that you exactly do?
I'm the VP of Finance at WealthEngine. WealthEngine is a prospect research company. What we do is help our clients, mainly which are on the nonprofit side, find their next best donor. The donors that will help them with their nonprofit motives and stuff like that. We also are just entering the commercial space with the same thought, like just helping the commercial businesses help find their next buyer or stuff like that for on the commercial side of things. What I do for the company, like I said, I'm the VP of Finance, so I manage all of our expenses, all of our financial statements, make sure the company is in good financial condition.
So what moment or event inspired you to get into finance?
I've always been a great math person. I'm always good with numbers. Growing up, that was one of my favorite subjects. Reading and writing, not so much. Math, I memorized numbers and everything. And I grew up in India, so there was a lot of focus on like the families took a lot of pride in if you're a doctor or an engineer. So that was one of my dad's wishes, that one of her daughters become a doctor. So in India I was a pre-med, but did not have any interest in that field. But when I came to the US and went to the college here, as I was deciding what I wanted to do, I did have an undergrad in applied mathematics. Because of my interest. My first job out of college, the company I was working for had a need in the accounting department, though I was not hired to do that job. Just because I had the interest and I had the time, I kind of got involved on the accounting side of things, and I just saw the need for this job, and just because it was also numbers and I was able to see the full picture of the company, that's what motivated me to be in the field, and that's how I got my start.
So what's a challenge that you've faced while being in your field?
Sometimes accounting, to be very honest, can get monotonous. It is the same, like you do the same thing over and over. It's the debit and credit. So I would, for me, maybe sometimes that's a little bit like challenging part, that it does get a little monotonous and like routine kind of work.
But what's an accomplishment that you're extremely proud of?
I have not achieved it yet, but one of the things that I'm looking forward to is I'm just sitting for my CPA. I've passed 2 out of the 4 exam, and I'm looking forward to getting those last 3 initials at the end of my name. So that's an accomplishment I'm looking forward to.
That's really amazing. Good luck for that.
Thank you.
What is one hobby that you do outside of your work?
I love to read books, so that's one of my hobbies. And other things I do love to do is like watching Indian movies. So reading and watching Indian movies are one of my 2 hobbies outside of work.
Have you ever noticed gender disparity in your field? Like there's a higher ratio of men to women, and how do you deal with that?
I would say particularly in my field, there are more women than men. Though in my current, at my current workplace, I do have 2 guys who do report to me. But I have seen a lot of women in this field. That makes me happy because we don't get to see a lot of women in like at the higher level. But for CFOs, and that's where my aspiration is to be one day, there are a lot more female CFOs. So I do see a lot more women in this field than men.
That's really good. So what advice would you give to younger girls out there trying to get into either finance or STEM?
We need more girls in STEM, more program writers and code writers and stuff like that. Please don't hesitate or feel shy from math. I think once you get the concept, it's something you may think that you're not going to use it other than subtraction, but you would be amazed at different things you can use math at. So please don't give up, and we definitely need more girls and more more girl power in this field. So
thank you so much.
Of course, it was a pleasure. Thank you.